Hello everybody, what is up everyone? Welcome to another all-stream episode of yours truly, Neuro is Delicious. Today we're gonna touch on the most controversial exotic ever invented in the Division 2, the game. Let's dive into it, shall we? Now let's take a look at the Talon's Bleeding Edge from the Ridgeway'S Pride vest, exotic vest. As you can see here, from the past 5 days, for the past 5 days, we have spent this amount of time and effort trying to grind out the exotic parts from Summit Floor 0 to 100, and given with the RNG, it actually took us some time to get all the 5 pieces, and at the same time we have to reclimb to the top to get the Hunter's Kill if you were to finish up the project of the Ridgeway'S Pride project. And finally, after going through all of these hassles, we were so excited getting these awesome exotic vests, right? Remember my excitement, guys? I was so happy. But in the first impression that we gotten when we first saw the Bleeding Edge Talon, we were very excited about the initial description of its talent. As you can see here, the shooting enemies within 10 meters applies bleed to the target immediately. There is no cooldown for this bleed effect applies to NPCs. And then it would repair 1 to 25% of your armor per second within 10 meters as well, based on the number of enemies that you're able to bleed within these 10 meters. So 1:1, 2:4, 3:9, and 4:16. 5:25. And so far for the past 3 days, I must say, since the day that we gotten the Ridgeway'S Pride vest, we have tested it out with so many different variations of loadouts, including high ends, including aurates, including green gear sets. We have finally figured out that the best way to complement, to build our build that kind of surround these most controversial exotic vests is actually with your... Okay, this is a replay from last broadcast. Okay guys, I am, as you can see here, we have just gotten a Alps Motherly glove mask that is actually stacked. That is a max roll on status effect. Alright guys, max roll on status effect. Let me just rewind for a bit. So this is the variation that we have managed to so-called find out the best way that you can actually make use of your Ridgeway'S Pride vest. But there's a few controversial questions that we still have yet to get a clear answer from the game dev yet, in a way, because status effect on its own right, it should not affect any talents on your gears. In fact, status effects and any sub attributes on all of our gears should only affect our skills as of how it should be, the game mechanics. But please do correct me, because I would love to be corrected if I'm wrong, if I have this misperception that sub-attributes in all of our gears, like your armor regen, like your status E, like your skill haste, like your duration, it all only will affect your skills accordingly, like your repair skills for your repair skills for your Artificer Hive, for your Restorer Hive, so on and so forth. Alright guys, the only attribute that is I don't think is a sub-attribute, that has never been in the sub-attribute category, but it's actually part of it's one of the blue mods. It's called incoming repairs. Yes, incoming repairs doesn't affect any of your ability of your skills, because that particular blue mod is called the incoming repairs. Incoming repairs is your character's ability to absorb the amount of repair skills outgoing given from your teammates Artificer or your teammates Restorer Hive. Okay guys, so this is one big issue that we are facing right now in this when we're dealing with exotics like the Ridgeway Pride and as well as the Dynasty Holster, so on and so forth. Because if you were to test these two particular exotics out, in order for these two exotics to so-called have its duration, longer duration of its burning or its bleed effect, you need to stack a little bit percentage of this status effect on your sub attributes. So it's kind of confusing at this point. That's why I'm not too sure if everybody feels the same way or think the same way. But from my experience with the game since the beginning of time so far, as far as I understand, status effect on your sub that is available on your sub attributes in your various 6 pieces of gear, it should not affect talents, period. So said before, a game dev or any other experienced division agents. Okay guys, so let's go back to this screen. So the best loadout that we have managed to figure out, okay, this issue aside, okay guys, this issue aside, since status effect does affect the duration of your bleed status effect on your targets that you have fired on, okay, that is actually required for you to so-called make use of this Ridgeway Pride vest efficiently. We do need a certain percentage of status effect on our Ridgeway Pride. It's called a Ridgeway Pride tank build. Alright guys, tank build. This particular Ridgeway Pride in general is most suitable in my opinion. Is most suitable in my opinion to be used as a tank / a little bit of a CC build. But let me give it to you guys straight. This CC bleed damage build, it is only most beneficial to yourself and to yourself only. You should always, you will only be able to so-called, from my opinion, from what we have been testing for the past few days, okay guys, the most effective loadout, as you can see, we're trying to put together the build. Okay guys, let me just rewind for a bit to go back to the loadout. Okay, we're crafting the Alps here. The most effective way so far, my apologies, okay guys, let me just move forward a little bit. Okay, to the area where we have the to the section where we have the loadouts ready to go on this more testing during our last stream. The ideal, I would say, this is a really good vest to begin with. Really good in the sense that if you only use it as a tank build, in terms of it kind of heals your armor pretty efficiently. It heals your armor pretty efficiently if you're able to get some so-called NPC bleed within 10 meters of you. A shield tank build, powered shield build with a Liberty pistol. Why a Liberty pistol is preferred? Don't get me wrong, we will be testing on other pistol as well, or maybe other weapons, but by far, I think the Liberty pistol is still the best pistol to use because the pistol itself would heal your shield at the same time when you're firing on the NPCs close range to you. They will be bleeding at least 1 or 2 or 3 NPCs. You are able to bleed them at the same time, and at the same time you'll be able to get your this 9% of armor repair for per second taking. Okay guys, and with some status effect stack on your 6 pieces of gear, I have stacked it up to about 40-ish%, and each tick of this bleed, I'm not too sure about the duration because I did not I actually did not try to time how long the bleeding actually was in effect. But through taking the red numbers that we see on stream the last time, it takes about 50k per tick. Okay, plus and minus 51k per tick. plus minus. So give and take, I think to my gut feel, it should, the duration of a 50% status effect should take about between 5 to 7 seconds. All right, guys. I think that should be a sufficient amount of time. This 40% or 50% status effect stack on your build. All right, guys. It should be a sufficient amount of time to get your so-called this bleeding edge repair, the repair strength, the repair strength sufficient enough. So guys, this is a very controversial piece of exotic gear, because I think this bleeding edge, this talent name by itself on its own is already quite what do you call this, is pretty misleading in a sense already. If I have a choice, if let's say this exotic vest, this is my solution personally, in my opinion. Okay guys, before I pause the video and show you the proper loadout, the best loadout we have figured out so far to a good tank build that heals your shield and your armor at the same time with the bleeding edge talent. Because by far, as we have already learned, bleeding edge actually is a armor regen, armor repair kind of talent. It's not exactly a bleed talent or even a status E talent, which most of us actually have this misperception that bleeding edge is a CC / bleed effect talent. Am I right? So please just drop me your feedback under the comments below and tell me what you think. Okay guys, so where was I? Okay, as I say, if let's say the solution to this exotic vest, Ridgeway's Pride vest bleeding edge, to live up to its name, okay ladies and gentlemen, to live up to its name, bleeding edge, just so that we are all not confused that oh, actually this talent is to help tank to actually repair their armor. Okay, as you can see very obviously, within 10 meters of range, it is a very close to your enemy's kind of range, and a tank build is most suitable to, then you can be using this Ridgeway's Pride vest. Okay guys, as tested and proven for the past few streams. Okay guys, so to live up to the standard of this name, bleeding edge, in my opinion, okay, the game dev should remove the distance 10 meters, so while shooting the NPCs within 0 meters, you will apply bleed to target immediately without any cooldowns. Okay, that's number one. Number two, the solution to Ridgeway's Pride vest, to live up to its name of its bleeding edge, the NPCs should just really remove the range that comes along with it. Then it's safe to say that we can actually just, the game dev can even remove these repair strength per bleeding enemies or per second over time. In my opinion, it can just be a vest on its own, while shooting enemies shooting enemies at any range, bleeds the target immediately. Just this simple step, this exotic Ridgeway's Pride will live up to his name of his talent called the bleeding edge. Alright guys, if in any case, if the game dev is very persistent in still putting in this repair strength as part of the bleeding edge talent, okay, that's fine too. I think it will be a fantastic bonus for us short range or long range build users. Okay guys, so right now I'm going to switch it back to the video, and let's scroll to the part where we have the bleeding edge, the Ridgeway's Pride vest ready to move out. Alright guys, okay, let me just take a look. Okay, give me one quick second. Let me just scroll to the portion where we have the loadouts ready. So the best loadout so far that we have figured it out is this particular this particular, I call it the Ridgeway Pride tank build. Purely just a Ridgeway Pride tank build, okay guys? So you're using a technician specialization, which will give your shield a tier 6 shield. Okay, the tankiest shield ever. With the Bulwark shield, with the Liberty pistol that heals your shield at the same time, and with the bleeding edge, when you're close to your NPCs, you'll be able to one shot every NPCs that is close to you within 10 meters, and you can see your armor healing visually at the same time. So to make your shield even tankier, you should be putting on an RNK Forge holster, which gives you 50% additional shield health, and your Alps glove, Motherly Love glove. Okay, you should be rolling your core attribute to a blue core attribute to increase your total armor that you receive in this 5 blues and 1 red build. Alright guys. So the second attribute that I'll actually introduce is your status effect. Okay, in this build we have also used 1 piece golem and 1 piece bell stone armory as well. But the reason for this is, I think a little bit of help from this, since we have this armor regen function from the Ridgeway Pride vest. So the Bellstone Armory first bonus attribute is your 1% armor regen. It will actually significantly help with your armor regen over time. So this is another issue that we are facing at the moment. Does this 1% armor regen has to be there as a bonus attribute to pair up with your armor regen sub attribute? Then your Ridgeway Pride will be able to heal efficiently at the same time. That's another question that we have to ask the game dev, because like I said, because as we have mentioned before, okay guys, the one thing that is only in this lookout on its own, the Ridgeway Pride is the only piece in this out of this lookout. Okay, besides the Elam Guards so-called SMG perfect preservation. I'm not using this weapon per se, okay guys, just in case if my shield goes down, I need some serious armor regen, then I'll be switching to this SMG. But as for this with the integrity of this build per se, when your shield is up and you're using a Liberty pistol full time, okay guys, the only piece of gear that's giving us the armor regen is only from the Ridgeway Pride. Alright guys, it's only from the Ridgeway Pride. So what I'm trying to say here is, since sub attribute and probably bonus attribute from our high-end brand sets, the bonus attributes from our high-end brand sets, does it mean that it will only be taking effect from it will be more efficient to have them in our sub attribute from a gear talent like Ridgeway Pride? Because like I said in the beginning of the video, as far as we understand, armor regen bonus attribute from your high-end brand sets and your status effect from your sub attribute brand sets, okay guys, these bonus attributes and sub attribute bonuses, okay guys, it will only be taking you will only make our skills stronger, nothing more and nothing less. So that's why this is one big controversy that we are trying to figure out, and also making in the making of this video, that I hope that someone or even a game dev themselves can address to us. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. It's a pretty long-winded 19 minutes video, and I sincerely hope that you guys will enjoy this build. Okay guys, it's a really tanky build, and at the same time it's a really efficient build that heals your shield and your armor at the same time. If you're able to proc your Ridgeway Pride vest up to at least maybe 2, you will see your armor healing efficiently with this loadout, as long as you can proc up to 2 NPC bleeding at the same time and per second over time. Okay guys, please drop me your feedback and comments under the section below, and I'll see you very soon live on the next one. Thank you for watching guys. Don't forget to subscribe, drop a thumbs up or a thumbs down with your critics below, and I'll see you very soon. Okay, guys? See you very soon on the next one. Bye, guys!